2020 will not be remembered fondly, but for many people who needed to sell their home, it was a year that delivered good news. The number of homes sold and the amount they sold for both soared at the end of 2020. Take the month of November, for example, which is typically a slower month for sales. In Plymouth, the number of closed sales shot up 21%, with the median sales price jumping above $400,000. In Brooklyn Park, sales went up 29%, with the median sales price also climbing into the double digits. And in New Hope, the number of sales was up as well, more than 50% in November compared to the year prior, with the median sales price for those homes growing by 30% to $315,000. Local realtors say buyers were motivated by low mortgage rates and a need for more space to work from home. A close call and a word of warning from the Plymouth Fire Department. Check out these photos that firefighters posted from the department's Twitter page. It says officers and firefighters responded to a report of a smoke in a business and discovered a dryer on fire. The fire department says this is a great reminder to never overload your dryer and to clean out your dryer vents. Local fire departments have reported a greater number of fires recently due to cooking, candles, and in general, more people being at home due to the pandemic. The Brooklyn Park Economic Development Authority will consider moving forward on funding for a new trail along a busy stretch of road. The Brooklyn Boulevard Trail has been in the works for a while. The existing sidewalk will be converted to a 10-foot bike and running trail that will go along Brooklyn Boulevard from Hampshire to the 7900 block. The rest of the segment to West Broadway will be completed as part of the light rail project. Burying the utility lines for the project pushes up the price tag to $1 million. Some of that money is offset by grants. The EDA is expected to vote on funding this project this week. It's a product that could help put drivers and police officers at ease during a traffic stop. And now an Armstrong High School teacher will have her students help market it. The Not Reaching pouch, as it's called, holds driver identification and insurance cards. It connects to a magnet that you attach onto the vent in your vehicle. The idea is to prevent drivers from having to reach into their pocket or glove compartment during a traffic stop. Laura Hayter, the Armstrong business teacher, has a goal to get Not Reaching pouches into the hands of all new drivers within the Robbinsdale School District.
It just seems with our climate lately that there's a lot of tensions, and anything to ease that so that everyone goes home safe. It just seems like such a simple solution to have your ID there so that it causes no reaching. It's just transparent for everyone, and it prevents escalation of a situation.
The founder of Not Reaching Pouches, Jackie Carter, came up with the idea after the fatal officer-involved shooting of Philando Castile during a traffic stop in 2016. So far, Carter has sold more than 5,000 pouches and given away 2,000. As if warmer winter weather and a pandemic isn't enough to encourage record attendance at local parks, now something else has popped up at Theodore Wirth Park in Golden Valley. Reporter Delane Cleveland and photojournalist Dustin Scholl investigated.
People come to Theodore Wirth Park in Golden Valley for any number of reasons.
It's a beautiful day. Go for a walk in the woods.
Some visit for the beautiful scenery, and others for the opportunity to see wildlife in their natural habitat. But there's something else in the park that's been drawing people as of late.
Wow.
Treasure hunt.
Yes, a treasure hunt.
Somebody posted it on Facebook very cryptically, didn't give a description of where it was.
That is, if your idea of treasure is a life-sized Neanderthal completely trapped in ice.
His name is Zug Zug. He is as anatomically correct of a caveman as we can make it.
Theodore Wirth Park is now home to a frozen caveman.
Our younger brother was snowshoeing over here the other day and saw it, so we just thought we'd come over and check it out.
Who's become quite the attraction among people of all ages.
Cool.
Local artists originally made Zug Zug as a prop for an award ceremony.
We spent weeks and weeks to build this thing, and we had it on display for maybe 4 or 5 hours. And since then, it's been sitting in storage and then in my garage for months on end. And every day when I go out in my garage and see that thing sitting in there, it was kind of depressing
The same could be said of current events.
It naturally draws you in.
So Zach Schumack and his buddies thought it was time to take their Neanderthal friend out of storage.
We finally decided to pull the trigger and say, you know what, let's put this piece somewhere out in nature where people have to actively go find it, create something else for people to talk about besides, what we're all kind of used to right now.
The goal was to make Zug Zug look like the real deal.
I really did quite a bit of anthropological research into the physical characteristics of a Neanderthal.
And they somehow transformed a mannequin into an axe-holding caveman covered in 10 layers of epoxy resin.
I wanted it to look really real. I wanted it to really impress folks. And I tried my hardest to make it as realistic as possible.
The results have been nothing short of amazing, according to those who find it.
Better than I thought. It's so lifelike. It's great. Good time to get out and enjoy our parks too.
It looks like a real person inside the ice.
There was a little girl here yesterday who was just, her eyes were huge and she was just looking at it in wonder and amazement.
Anyone wanting to see Zug Zug with their own eyes will have to get out and find it themselves, as the artists wanted people to enjoy their natural surroundings.
Well, my husband and I have been getting lost in the woods for over 40 years, so this was just perfect. Today we got to see a Neanderthal man encased in ice. What more could you ask for?
In Golden Valley, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Today kicks off a virtual farmers market hosted by the city of Plymouth. This will be a way vendors can display and sell items like maple syrups, organic juices, olive oils, and more. You can pick them up curbside on certain dates at the Plymouth City Hall, and some vendors offer the option to arrange a delivery or in-person pickup. You can find the virtual farmers market linked through the City of Plymouth's website.